we have a problem.
Hey everybody, it's your girl B Nicole from the one and only B Nicole show. Y'all, I'm at the takeover, okay? People is twerking up in here, the music is lit. All right, and today I'm chilling with...
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Roulette. You already know life's a gamble. You better know the odds are playing correctly, you feel me?
Oh, okay, so obviously I need to get my betting chips to be on the interview with you, huh?
I mean, you don't need no chips or nothing. It's just life's a gamble, man. That's life. You got your ups and downs. It's just how you come on top. That's it.
I love it. What part of life is a gamble for you?
Man, I would just say everything about life itself for me has been a gamble. I mean, I'm from the projects. I grew up on Betty's Ford on the west side of Charlotte. And so, I mean, for single mom and my older brother, you know, fighting, getting to certain stuff, doing certain things, I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, fans always listen, I ain't trying to get indicted.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's just how life is.
My name's Bennett, I'm not in it. However, I will ask you the questions now.
Hey, I got you, most definitely.
Now, tell me about, first of all, tell me how you felt being on stage, because you gave a great performance.
I mean, being on stage itself, I felt good about it. I'm not gonna lie, every time I get on stage, I get nervous. And the reason why is because I don't know how people are gonna receive what I have to say. My music is inspired by my past, by my pain, by my trials and tribulations in life. So there's no faking in it. It's like, I can't rap about females, I can't rap about cars and money because I ain't got none of that. Like, I got debt, I got bills, like, it's real.
So you got to tell the people the truth.
So I keep it as real as possible. I tell the truth, you know, I done been to jail, I've been locked up, I done been involved with guns, drugs, cases, and stuff like that. So the best thing I try to do is to set a better example for my sons, you know, for my kids, to be better for them.
So what would you tell your children when they reach your age? What's the one thing that you would say to them?
They reach my age now, or like when I was getting in trouble?
No, when they reach your age now.
When they reach my age now, the one thing I tell them is that if you're not doing what you love to do that makes you happy, stop doing it. That's the one thing I would say, because being a part of, like, I mean, a lot of people look at me and look at my past, but like I went to college, I went to the Marine Corps, I went to Afghanistan, did all that stuff, you know, been over the world.
You have lived a life.
That's what I'm saying. And I've done a lot of stuff. I've even worked in corporate America, but I wasn't happy with what I'm doing. And I realized the only way that I can really influence people and touch people is by doing what I love to do and inspiring people through something that I believe they'll listen to, and that's my art and that's my honesty.
I love it. Very honesty. I will say that he's a sure bet, y'all. Now,
I appreciate
your music is definitely not a gamble. What are a couple of tracks that people need to be looking for when they're looking for you?
So my second album is, my first album, Sounds of the Ford, because I did that album and to respect to my neighborhood, to my block where I grew up, Betty's Ford. It's already out on all platforms. My second album, Sounds of the Ford 2, it dropped on the 11th, and that's out. And I would say the main track to listen to on there is one I performed this track today. It's called Be the Change, and that talks about social injustice for African Americans and law enforcement. But also listen to Hustler's Life, Go Mode, because that right there, anything you do in life, that's your hustle. It don't matter if you're in the streets, it don't matter if you're in corporate America, that's your hustle. So whatever you're doing, you put everything into it and you make it work for you. And I say, and another one I say is Go Mode, because if it comes down to it, my life or yours, I'm taking your life. That's how I look at it, because I have a family, I have kids. And that's something I don't play about, because I've been in altercations where people want to try me in front of my kids. I'm not about to fight you, I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna be honest. Because that's my family.
That's a sure bet too.
That's just what it is. On squad.
Now, in terms of social justice, because you talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
How passionate are you about social justice? What's important to you?
I mean, I cannot say, like a lot of people say, you know, they scream Black Lives Matter and they don't really understand the common sense or the education behind it. And they scream it from a radical nature or a radical standpoint. Because you have people that are Caucasian that are part of these militias and groups, and they send people in to just hype stuff up and make it worse. And when I say I look at social justice, like, you're not looking at just someone that's African American that's black, you're looking at someone that's blue too, a cop as well, because not all cops are bad. That's like going into every bad neighborhood and say everybody that's black is a gang member. You can't do that, because not everybody that's black is a gang member. Just like every cop is not a bad cop, because I remember being in school, there's a cop that actually saved me and kept me out of jail. He gave me a deal, join the Marine Corps, go to jail. I took my ass to the Marine Corps. So not all cops are bad, just like you can't say all black people are bad.
So just a quick question for you. What happens when you get pulled over? What do you do?
So me personally, I've been pulled over countless times. Now, I personally would say the first thing is like, you want to always, people like, well, you know, F12 and all this, and they don't want to give certain respects. And I get that, that's how some people feel about it. But the one thing I do, I show that officer respect because that officer's doing something that I'm not doing. Just like when people stand for Memorial Day or Veterans Day, you stand out of respect for something that someone did that you did not do. I've never had issues with cops of any type of discrimination when it comes to me getting pulled over for driving or something like that. Now in my neighborhood, obviously I've had cops rough me up, stuff like that, but that's always the same police as all police know. It's certain individuals, and that's what it is. So I show respect. I'm like, hey, I have my concealed carry. My gun is in my center console. There's one in the chamber, and and the clip is in there too. Oh, well, can you get it? No, I cannot. What you can do is you can take me out of my vehicle. You can detain me for a brief period of time while you do your search. That's what you can do. And I tell them that because that is by the law. I don't have to. I'm not reaching for it because I don't have to. I don't have to get out, but I'm giving you that opportunity because I have nothing to hide.
I love that.
So I'm just
you know
upfront.
your rights.
That's the thing. You have to educate yourself. You got to educate yourself on the law and know your rights within the state that you're in because I'm a concealed carry instructor. So I do know my rights and know what it does when it comes to a gun. So when a cop, he pulls me over, you run my plate, you're going to see I have a concealed carry. You're going to see I own guns. That's fine. And you're going to come up and you're going to ask me, hey, do you have a gun? Yes, I do. There's one in the head. It's in the center console. This is what you can do. And when I tell any police officer that, whether it's a CMPD or a state trooper, they always say, hey, just keep your hands on the steering wheel. We're not worried about your gun. Because I'm up front. And I just feel that's the best way to be about it.
I rock with that all the way. I completely understand. I can never know what it's like to be a black man, you know, in today's day and age, but I can't tell you what it's like to be a black woman. Now, you've educated us on what to do when we're in the car. Now, educate me just a little bit more on your music before we go.
All right, so educate you as in, like, what does it mean?
I want to know what's your top 2 tracks that I need to go listen to.
My top 2 tracks I would definitely say is on Sounds of the 4-2. Listen to that Hustler's Life and Go Mode. That's what I would definitely say.
All right, I done asked them twice, so y'all better make sure you guys stream those 2 songs.
Yeah.
And what's your Instagram?
It's officially, everything is officially Roulette, so definitely it's my Instagram. Anything you look me up, put in officially Roulette, and all my stuff will come up, my link tree. My clothing line, LAG Clothing, Life's a Gamble. So yeah, tap in.
All right, y'all better tap in with him first. He's a sure bet. It's your girl, B. Nicole. We've been rocking with Roulette. This is Takeover. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Mom. Thank you so much.
No problem. Well,
All right.
you know,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mama. All right, hands up again, bro. I know how I go, man. I did like this. He's like, damn, cuz, how many times you been arrested? I was like, look, man.
Nah, you had a great interview. Great interview.